What's the word? What's poppin'? What's the deal, my babies? It's your boy Tay, aka Podcast Tay. And man, tonight history has been written. The New York Knicks are your 2026 NBA champions. And I guess it's a very great and poetic story. But I think the poetry, the poetic side is only great depending on whose side you on. Let's start with the poetry of Spurs for starters. So I just want to ask the Spurs fans, how's that 7'5" shooting big man? How you like that? How's that? How is that, by the way? That alien guy you had. How's that going? I was told that if you got a 7'5" shooter, you can't lose. I was told, they told me that right there, I didn't understand basketball because I didn't find the value in Victor Wembanyama dribbling and taking the ball up the court and shooting all them threes. Motherfucker said I did no ball. Now look. And that's the whole thing. And that's the problem. Like, people so infatuated with shiny things and the new. Everything gotta be the new. Y'all notice that? Like, can't nothing just be normal or the same. You gotta add something new to it. We gotta do it so much to the point to where we doing it in the sports. And we get guys that are gifted. Like, he's highly gifted. Okay? You don't got no best friend that's 7'5". Unless you play for the Spurs. Like, being 7'5" is not something that you just go on and just go do. And the fact that when the game is on the line, you turn into a 6'5" two guard instead of a 7'5" big man, a 5. Man, that just says too much. It says that's my whole point. That's my whole point, man. And, you know, I'll be real with you. I don't think it's going to work out with Wemby unless he learns to craft his game as a 5. You are basically missing a person on offense and defense with his big ass not by the glass. On offense, you missing out on so many easy opportunities. On defense, they taking him to the rack because he's like a damn moose. It take him too long to get his legs together. He got to gather his legs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the nature of it. And so if him getting better means him being more of a 2 guard, no, I don't see it. Wemby got to learn how to play the 5. And the coach got to not, I don't even understand, like, the coach has to make Wemby be. I don't know how you get a guy that big on your court and you don't even make him stand by the hoop. Like, I'm just wondering where your mind goes when you see all that damn height. But I see where it goes. It goes to the 3-point line. Man, Wemby did not play a game he can win because Wemby, you're not 6'8", you're not 6'5", you're not 6'10", you 7'5", and when you 7'5" and you not in the paint, you hurting your team, and that's exactly what happened. A turnaround jump shot. I shouldn't even know you can make that. Everything you do, your fingers should be on some steel or some glass. At the end of it, you need to touch steel or glass. And then, ain't this a bitch? Now, the funny part is that y'all want to know where he was getting a bunch of defensive stops though? The paint. Ain't that a motherfucker? The 7'5" big man had success in the paint. Who would have thought, right? Crazy. You know, and that it's just that's just really that's the story. I mean, to me, it goes from there down. Like, y'all, and that's y'all problem, man. The media, y'all hype this dude up like he's a point guard. Y'all got him trying to run the point. He's not a point guard, bro. Everybody, y'all gotta quit trying to make people so great and let people earn their greatness. Wemby shouldn't have been nothing more than a tall dude, and we expect him to not be a bum until he shows us what he's gonna be. It's no reason he should even play that position like that. It's none. I'm trying to think. If you feel like you know ball just so much better than me, please tell me the reason why Wemby is not averaging 20 points a game in the paint. Let me first preface that Wemby has never played an NBA game where he was not the tallest person on the court. Now go. Now you tell me. He's never had a person taller than him guarding him. It's a whole struggle you haven't even faced because you so God gifted. And you keep trying to play the small man's game. And it's y'all fault, man. Y'all, like I say, y'all got him thinking he can, oh, look at him dribble, and oh, yeah, he's good from the three. Like that, it was the most disgusting showing of basketball to me at that point in the game when the Spurs finally lost the lead and you didn't have a big man. You didn't have a big man and you got somebody 7'5". That was just disgusting. And I really want this loss to be impactful, because for all of you that are so infatuated and enamored with this stretch five thing, which that's the future. That's the future of the fives right there, Wemby, and that's how it all falls down. But see, when you are OKC, you can hide a Wemby-ish type guy. That's not OKC though. Like, I'm sitting here looking at Karl Anthony Towns with no OG Anunoby. Name, insert player. No SWAT from a person that's 7'5". No contest. No fear. How you got somebody that ain't even 6'5" with no fear in his heart to go to the paint? I really hope the idea of this stretch five shit goes away. I'm not saying that, because it's a hindrance, I guess, if you can't shoot the three, but it's no need. Everybody, bro, just let the fives be fives, man. I've been saying that. Like, the five is a position that just can't move. You need your five to play as a five. You just do. That's not a, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can have a big point guard that could play small forward. That's fine. But no, you can't. That's not that type of position. And Wemby is going to have to decide, is he a five or is he a damn two? You have to pick and practice. Because as much work as you spent on that damn jump shot, you should have spent, you could have cut all of that. You could have cut that work by 90%. Because you could have took 90% of that load and put it towards being a big man. That's what you should have did. That's what you got to do. But I'm telling you right now, all this, it's not going to happen again. It's going to happen every time if he keep being a damn two. The only way this cannot happen again is if Wemby decides he wants to be a big man. So hopefully this teaches you guys something, that you need your five to play the five, and everybody does not need to step back and shoot threes. I hate it, and it happens at every NBA game now. It's always a point in the game where if you look at the center of the floor, nobody's there. And it's like that for multiple possessions. Then we go to the coach. I don't even know why you came. Much as I'm saying about Wemby, ain't that your 7'5" big man? Yeah, that's your 7'5" big man. Why you don't got him only in the the higher we go, it starts up top. First off, Wemby not. If he on my team, I'm telling him straight up, you come back to this bench with less than 10, 12 points in the paint. And I'm saying this every quarter because you've never not been the tallest person on the floor since you've been in the NBA. You've never not been the tallest person on the floor. So I'm telling Wemby, I'm letting him know, hey, I need 10 off that glass or this is going to be your last time coming back to this bench because you're going to stay there. You limit shots. They do that in the NBA. They let you know, hey, we don't want you just going at will. Be more selective. Limit yourself to here. We don't want you shooting at all. They do it all the time. Why y'all ain't do that shit to Wemby? And then as far as just the game plan, I mean, I have never, I don't think, seen a coach just sit there like that. Like it was just like he was watching the game. Like, damn, what the fuck they about to? Oh, like it was like he was watching the damn game. He went out there and did absolutely nothing and embarrassed himself. And shout out to the Knicks, but I just want to know, was this the greatest comeback team in history, or was this the greatest collapse we ever seen consistently? Because it was so funny, like, watching them in the second quarter. I'm watching them in the second quarter. I'm like, they about to blow it. So I don't remember. It's so weird, too, because I remember when they got to 15 points and they had, like, 2 possessions where they didn't score. I was like, they about to blow it. I already knew. Top of the second quarter, I knew they was about to blow it. Literally. But yeah, man, it just not a good look, man. RIP to the Spurs. Hey, maybe next time. But to move on, man, to the next topic. I hope I don't even remember if I got through the whole what's the word today, man. I was just in so much shock by watching a motherfucker. Like, the game is on the wire and you didn't even do no tall shit. Now, I can't believe I seen that. Like, how do you not? God hand delivered that to you. Anyways, but Lions updates, man. Let's get into this, man. And we got a special Lions we got a special Lions update we're gonna get into next episode, man. Something about Jared Goff. I'm gonna save it for next show, but we're gonna get into Jared Goff next show, man. But let's see, let's get right into this thing. Lions update right quick. Okay, so we got an update on defense from Calvin Shepard. So, along with the departures from the Lions on the defensive end, one of them being Alex Anzalone, Calvin Shepard addressed the media and said that on defense, the Lions are essentially use more nickel corners. So they're going to run 5 DBs this year. That's one less linebacker. And that kind of explains the Jimmy Rolder pick, the type of linebacker he is and everything like that. Even though they did say he needed a little work in pass coverage. But, no. His role would be more down. Okay, yeah, never mind. Yeah, it does fit the type of linebacker he is. So, I like it. I've always liked it. I wanted that for this defense. We ran a more old school defense. These tight ends nowadays are really just big body receivers. I mean, So you needed that, and that was part of the reason we got torched as much last year. Relying on linebackers a bit too much. Now, the only thing with that though is that you gotta have the edge right. You gotta have your edge right. So we did add more to the edge, so it makes sense. But the one thing that still does not that furthers my question in what was up with the whole Kendrick Law pick. Like, I still don't get that. So let's pull it back. So you want to run more DBs. You down 2 DBs, but then you don't add a DB. And the DB you do add, you didn't add it to the depleted part of the secondary. You added it to the full part. Okay. I mean, if you show me I'm wrong. That's all I can really say. Just show me I'm wrong, and you know everything. That's just what I'm hoping for. Really. Because that doesn't make any sense to me. But I think that's going to be good for the Lions defense. I think that's a big improvement. And there's also reports of the new DB that they signed. What was his name? Roger McCreary. My bad. So Roger McCreary, that's one they say is going to be one to watch out for. In sports terms, that's usually somebody they got high expectations for, obviously. But the sports terms part, the reason I say that is that's usually what they say when they're really sometimes when they're really excited about somebody and they just don't want to give away too much. They don't want you to know what he's gonna be. They don't want to put other teams on the radar because he's new here. So it's like if they, now you don't want to kick up that like, oh, okay, well, let's look back at some of his other film. Like, no, we just acquired him, just doing some good things for us. That's it. We ain't gonna give it all to him. And another Lions update. This one on the offensive side of the ball. The Lions may have turned, well, actually not may have. The Lions actually position swapped somebody. So somebody who did some good work for us, somebody we liked last year, Jackson Meeks. The Lions have went and turned him into a tight end. So I like that move, man. I like that move. I love it a lot. He got hands. We saw that. And he did some good stuff for us. And honestly, I can say that does showcase the type of guys that they draft. So I'm not disagreeing there with the personality types and the character traits and stuff like that about how they draft and how they go about looking for talent and everything, because you got situations like this. You got a guy who wasn't even, a top paid guy and everything like that on your roster, and then you get him to switch positions. And it's not even just him. Malcolm Rodriguez, he's switched positions. We've had, let's see, who was that? Vaki, I think, has played, no, not him. But we got guys who are very more Amon-Ra. We seen him play a little running back for us. So it's we move guys around, and that's what we do here. We move you around, and we just want you to be serviceable. The Lions like serviceable guys. They don't like guys who gonna come in and say, okay, this is my spot. I like this spot right here. Because see, the Lions, they get to cooking. And they get to putting that formula together, man. And they taste it. And they say, this need a little. It ain't no telling when the Lions get to cooking up they little goulash, they pot, they sauce, man. When Lions get to cooking up that sauce, it ain't no telling what's going to go in the pot. And so that's why that's why they need you to be serviceable. They don't know what they're going to need you to do. They know what they want you to do. They know what they think they're going to need you to do. But what if they need you to do something else? Are you going to do it? So it just goes to show the type of guys that they get. And hey, no complaints from me. None. I love that. Now we're going to kick it up, do something a little bit different for the nighttime episode, man. I thought it'd be, and it's all in perfect timing, man. We got a fan question. Somebody from the MNP family, MNP lady. So we gonna go ahead and, like I say, man, it don't matter what it's about. I'm a sports analyst first, so it don't have to be about the Lions. It don't have to be about the Pistons. And you can ask me that. So this is actually a YouTube comment. So shout out to Laura. Laura, what's going on, man? Hope you good. Hope everything all right. And so Laura commented on YouTube. She says, laughing out loud, Detroit's my second favorite team behind Pittsburgh. I know you're not a Steeler fan. What do you think they're going to do this year with the new receivers? What with the new receivers, wasn't they? I think she just mean, can they win it? Do I think they can win the division? I'll be real with you. So the fate of the Steelers was sealed. Yeah, the Steelers ain't doing nothing, baby girl. I hate to break it to you like that, but the Steelers ain't on shit. I'll be real with you. And no, we don't play each other this year. She commented that too. Man, oh man. So this is the funny part, right? So y'all are kind of, oh no, it is a word for that. Y'all are fucked. That's the word I'm looking for. Fucked. So let me explain something to you. When you took Mr. Ayahuasca, old as he is, when y'all took him as the QB again, well, that already sealed your fate once. Now let's talk about the actual science behind it. The Pittsburgh Steelers, while going through a coaching thing, Mike Tomlin's not there anymore. Okay. We got a lot going on here. We got this veteran QB in his 40s, likes to get high, you know what I mean? And he won a Super Bowl, won some MVPs, but we're lots of years removed from that. So when you take all of that, and you take Aaron Rodgers, and then you put the ball in his court, and he basically screwed you guys with the timeline of when he gave his answer that he was gonna play. So when you, all of that right there on the back end showed me that y'all wasn't serious. They literally was just like, just let us know. We'll be waiting for you. Like, it was a fucking X. Like on some, I'll always be here for you. Like, what the? No. And to break it down further, when you trying to win, you don't tell a player you shouldn't even have, oh, just get back to me when you feel like it. And that's just not good on Aaron Rodgers' resume. He moved at this pace of Aaron Rodgers, not the pace of the team. That's why he just started practicing with the team. What was that, last year? After he did his thing still? Like, no. They not serious. They just not serious. That's not what you do when you serious. You don't not know who your quarterback is of all positions. And you definitely don't do that while you're going through a head coach transition, because that's the biggest thing to any head coach. So that shows me you're not serious. Also shows me nobody really wants the job for Aaron Rodgers, because that should have been something that was aggressively pushed on, and it wasn't. I didn't even think about that till right now. That kind of shows you that there's not too many coaches who want to get their first head coaching start there, because he should have been getting pushed really, really hard for his answer so they could know what to do at quarterback. But it don't matter if you got new receivers. It don't matter if you got a new running back. It don't matter if you get a new coach. The quarterback has to be able to throw the ball for 60 minutes. Aaron Rodgers cannot do that no more. We saw that last year. He can't. He can muster it up. You know what I'm saying? It's, every couple drives, he got that big one up in there somewhere. But that's just not him on the daily no more, man. And I just don't know why you would do that. And then it's like y'all can't even tank right because you just signed all these guys. So it's like I don't even understand this. I don't. But that's Pittsburgh. And that's why Pittsburgh ain't won no Super Bowls in a long time. Shit don't make sense over there. I know from firsthand experience. Because shit don't make sense over here and we ain't won shit neither. But, man, Lori, sweetheart, thank you so much for the question. Thank you for adding to the show, man. Even though you a traitor. I don't even know if you from Michigan or not, but a lot of people from Michigan who are not Lions fans are Pittsburgh fans. So, you know, I'm just dealing with a Pittsburgh fan not too long ago. So, there's plenty of y'all traitors out here, man. But, you know, yeah, shout out to you, man. Appreciate the love. Appreciate you. Let's see, we got anything else? And I think that's just gonna wrap this one up for the night, man. Appreciate doing the nighttime version of MNP with y'all, man. MNP at night. I guess the N can stand for night at this time. Michigan's Night Podcast, you know, MNP. Might have to do something with that. But yeah, man. Yeah. So, man, new stuff coming next time, man. Next time, man. Jared Goff, bro. I'm gonna pioneer a Jared Goff push for something, and it gotta be done. Somebody's gotta do it, and it's just time. It's just time to just have some honest conversations about golf. It is. So I can't wait for that. We got the software fixed, so that way we can do these reaction videos, right? I tried to do one last time, but it was not working out. So we got that fixed now, so we'll be doing some videos again and everything like that. Ladies, y'all time is coming up in a couple of weeks. We'll be doing the football one-on-one for the girlies. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, this is really just education. I'm gonna break this down in a way you ain't never been taught. For intricate, I ain't gonna give too much away, but we getting real intricate with that, man, and y'all gonna love it. I promise you, this is gonna be the thing that finally teaches you. You can finally watch the game with your brothers or your husband or whatever the case may be, man. So y'all gonna love that, man. Please tune in for that one. And tune in and everything, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Share. Show a friend, man. If you disagree with me, hey, show somebody else. See if they agree. See if they disagree too. You know what I'm saying? But if you like what you heard, man, please send it out. All of that helps the channel so much, man. Got to get to 50 subscribers before Lions opening day. That's the goal, because you in jail on YouTube for live streaming and stuff like that till you hit 50 subs. Yeah, you can't live stream on YouTube, and that's something that I want to do is live stream the opening day. But regardless, I'm gonna be here with y'all, man. So keep fucking with your boy, man. As always, until next time, man. It's your boy Tay, aka Podcast Tay, and man, fuck with your boy. Follow for more. You know where you getting it from anyway. I'm out.